split stance, bent over, single arm, dumbbell row with reach. Lots of words. Probably a lot easier to execute than actually say. But set up on this one. You're going to go, I'm gonna move back a little bit so my feet can be visible. Here we go. So you're gonna move your one leg, whatever the arm you're rowing with, you're gonna have that leg as your trail leg, okay? Back foot I'm just kind of using as a kickstand for support and stability. From there, what I'm gonna do, I got my weight shifted on the inside of mid-foot to inside the foot, keeping contact with the big toe, the heel, and the baby toe. I'm gonna push my butt back and up towards the ceiling. So I'm almost going like in this RDL position, okay? From there, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pull the dumbbell and do the row. As I row, I'm reaching with the opposite arm for my foot. And then I'm back down. As you reach, you're gonna feel a lot more tension in your hamstrings and your glute on whatever side is your support side. In this case, it's my left side. And by side, I mean like lower body wise, like so I'm feeling more tension and the muscles supporting me more than my glute, my hamstrings, and my quad on the left side. Now, if you've got to move, the biggest thing that two things you're gonna look at here is one, your foot position and weight distribution. And the second thing is gonna be your back position. So oftentimes what will happen is when people get set up on this, they'll start to push their butt back and then they stop. And they either stop and they'll hang out in this rounded position like the upper lower, or lower mid back region. And they'll do like this, and then they're like, oh God, my back hurts. Well, that's because you haven't tensioned your hips enough. And the other thing that they'll do is they'll push their butt back initially, and then what they'll do is they'll start to drop their chest like this, thinking that they're in that RDL position, but really now they've distributed that roundness to mostly like the upper to mid lower back, and then they start having either like back fatigue, tightness, or pain as they do the exercise. So it's really important that as you do this, you think back pockets are going toward the wall and up towards the ceiling. As soon as you do the up part of pushing your butt up towards the ceiling, you're gonna feel the hamstring stretch like crazy, and that's when you know you've got the right position. Now with your support foot, sometimes you can get a little bit too close, and then they're hitting their knee with the dumbbell. Just simply move your foot back just a little bit. So I might move back here. And the final thing with that, with the support foot, is you want to make sure that you don't have too much weight shifted back into the support leg, or the assistance leg, the kickstand leg, because then what's going to happen is going to make it really difficult for you to hold this position. You'll end up, you can see my knee angle here and my shin angle is different versus when I'm loaded on the front leg and the majority of the weight's there. So I've shifted too much weight back, and again, like you'll end up fatiguing faster and losing your position. So be mindful of that.